All right, welcome back. Today we're going to go over building the TK 360 or 300 rear. They're identical, so it doesn't matter which one you call it. So what we're going to do first is going to come in, go to Tools, go to Low Loaders, scroll to the right. First piece we're going to need for this is the perimeter frame for the front. So I'm going to do a drop beam. Doesn't matter about work lights. If you want them on there, put it on there. For this, I don't need them, so I'm going to buy that. Then we're going to buy the rear frame. So drop beam again, get the color selection you want. Okay. Then we've got the bridge dolly with the push bar. So this is on the rear end. I'm going to have the platform. Get these colors. Oop, logo wants to be white. There we go. And then you have the choice of the Trail King triple or quad 16 dolly for the rear. So this is going to be put in front. If you're on a dedicated server, use this one. The main difference is this one has auto steer, which works really well. For some reason, I have still not been able to get it to work on a dedicated server, except for when you're within a certain distance of the origin of the map. And then it starts automatically steering, and then it really screws stuff up. So if you're on a dedicated server, use this one. If not, use this one. Okay, so now we would use a crane to start maneuvering these around and getting them in place. And so these can be transported on a truck, or you can use it. You can actually transport them attached. So first I'm going to bring them together to attach like this. And I'll also get these other portion, these other parts of it in place. So I've got to go a little bit further back. Right there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way so I can get the dolly where I want it. Which is just about right there. Okay. So now I'm going to get the bridge in place. Give me just 1 second. Get the bridge in place. Get it settled up right there. Get the rear dolly aligned. Okay. So now that should be good. Now I can get this. So then you'll take this, lift it up, put it up there. Now I'm going to get this out of the way for just a sec. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to maneuver this truck into place. Actually, I'll probably do it with this one. Excuse me. Okay, so now I'm going to back up. Gonna get this dolly aligned. Okay, right there is good. Now you get this placed on top. Attach that. Now you notice you got the attach points for the other ones, and then that shifted the whole thing over. Oops. Okay, so now everything is attached, and this is in transport mode. So now we can drive as we need to, drive wherever the load's going to be at. So the only difference between the 300 and 360 is that this bridge piece would get attached there on the 360, and notice it's further forward. So you get a little bit shorter, so you don't have as much length. So you can't carry as much weight. Okay, so now you might be wondering, well, how do I make it? How do I make it actually lift a load? Okay, so for that, we'll just get this straight. What you can do is you can get next to your load or back up to it or get it really close. Now what we're going to do... Alright, I fixed a few things you probably haven't noticed because this is a video. So what you're going to need to do is once you're ready to expand your beam trailer, you're going to need to get some dunnage underneath these back beams. And what that's going to do is it's going to support these rear beams so that then you can detach it and then use IC nodes to adjust the length and then insert, then you'll be able to attach the beams or the load beams themselves. Ooh, lovely. Okay, that should work there. So I'm gonna get back in the truck, make sure I've got the back neck selected. I'm gonna detach it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull straight forward. That's gonna be important for just being able to reattach it easily. Okay, so once you've done that, when you walk back towards the trailer, once you get up and then you start walking forward, you'll notice that you have IC nodes. Okay, so you've got a 22 foot, 28 foot, and a 40 foot. What this is doing is you can select these to determine how long the first beam is going to be. We'll do a 22 foot beam first, so we're going to do that. And now you see it shows remove. The other two IC nodes are gone, but now we have 3 more out farther. Another 22 foot, another 28, and another 44 foot. Looks like the beams just went off there. So I'm going to select another one. And so then you'll notice more pop up. So you got another 22 foot, another 28 foot, another 44 foot. So each section, there's 4 of these that you can do to extend out to 4 sections. So you can do 4 44 foot, 4 28 foot, 4 22 foot, or any combination up to 4 total sections. I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. So now what we can do is we can purchase the beams. So we've got 2 sections for 22 foot. So let's get 2 20 footers. So here they go. So let me buy 2 of these. Or sorry, 4. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in the truck. And we are going to back as straight as we can. With the back changing direction, it may not quite line up right, so we're going to have to back up and then sort of drive out straight from it. And then what's going to happen is we should get an attach node. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to attach. Now you notice it's now we're attached to the back end, right? It looks weird, but it was the best way I could figure out how to do it, and still allow it to be buildable and have the width adjust on these. Okay, so now all we got to do, you can use a crane or you can use super strength like I'm doing right now, and basically just put the beams, hit your dunnage out of the way, put your beams here. I'll get the dunnage out of the way. Get your other beam. Put it in place. Now we can get back in the truck and attach them. Just like that. I will make them to where you can attach them from the crane. So while you're lifting them with a crane, you'll be able to attach them while the crane is actually lifting them up. Okay, back in the truck. There we go. Alright, so now we got those beams, and now you can see the beams spread with the trailer, which is exactly what we want to do. Alright, last thing we want to add is our, what did I call them? Load beams. Okay, so these are beams and load beams. So you can select the 360 drop, straight, 400 drop, or straight. This is a 360 drop, so just going to get that color. Let's do, I'll do 4 so you can really sort of see how they work. Okay, so now what you need to do, you can take these, you can lift them with a crane, pick them up with a forklift. Now just put them underneath the holes where you want them to attach. What you can do is hopefully the load is going to be lifted and you'll be able, or the load will be already between the beams and already up on supports to help lift it up. And then all you'll need to do is put these and slide these underneath and build the trailer around it. And you can do these one at a time and attach them. As you can see, they get attached. And now you can put loads on. Or put the, either raise the trailer up underneath the load or lower the trailer down, or lower the load down to the trailer. And you're all ready to go. Each of these cross beams has their own tension strap. So wherever they are is where they'll actually attach.